we're finally have our first set of graduates who have worked so hard, and so this really is your day. This is our congratulations to you, and so we're here really just to cheer you on. So we're going to move through today. For a few minutes, we're going to talk about some of the ways that the partners pull together to figure out how to make sure that we're considering all the aspects and really about your success. And so we're going to hear from the prosecutor and from the public defender's office, but most of all, we really want to make this about cheering you on and congratulating you. So we're going to start with the remarks, but then we're going to end with the real reason we're here, which is you. So to start with this, I'm going to call up Prosecutor Webb-McRae.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Jennifer Webb-McRae, and I am the Cumberland County Prosecutor. I have some prepared remarks, but then I'm going to speak from the heart. But I don't want to miss the importance of what this program means to us. We are super proud to be here today to recognize our graduates for their successful completion of Freedom Plus. Over the last year, you committed yourself to regaining control over substance abuse that was holding you back. You showed up for recovery coach sessions, group meetings, treatment requirements week after week. You were undoubtedly, this points to, you felt like, I'm sure there were points where you felt like you had to give up, but you persisted, you persevered, and you're here. When we envisioned Freedom Plus, we had individuals like you in mind. Those in need of a comprehensive support system to work towards recovery. And the people in the room that you see today, we're all working towards making Cumberland County a recovery-friendly community. Before I was prosecutor, I thought I was somebody, because you have to kind of be in my business. It's a hard business. But I have used the platform of my office to consistently remind the community and ask the question when I'm talking about recovery everywhere I go, how many people have a family member who has struggled with addiction? And guess what? In every room I go to, everybody raises their hand because they have a loved one, a good friend, a child, a parent, a sibling, somebody who has struggled with addiction. And oftentimes people can empathize with that, but when we say build recovery supports in the community, a lot of people say, not in my backyard. And that's the barrier that we have to resist. And this recovery center and the work of our recovery coaches and Melissa Niles, who heads up Human Services, many of the people that you see in the room that work here, is proof positive. When we work on one accord across system stakeholders, we can do really good things to support people living in recovery right here in our own community. So I want to share with you that I started my career as a public defender, and I used to say I was half lawyer and I was half case manager, because I used to walk around with my little, at that time, you guys have so many easy things to use. You got your phone, you can put everything on your phone. I had a piece of paper that I would write down, okay, I have this contact here, I have this contact here. How can I get this person out of jail and back in recovery, right? But today we have so many more supports. We have so much more technology. And this is truly a dream come true. The work that I do at the prosecutor's office comes from my experience, and it also comes from my faith. My faith says that everybody deserves a second chance, right? And I will go anywhere at any time in this community to help people make healthy, positive choices. So as you begin your journey, you're graduating today, right? But you're in your journey of recovery, and as you walk along, there's going to be times where stuff happens in your life and you're like, oh, this is a hard one, right? Know that the people in this room, including all the recovery coaches, including all the folks at Human Services, they are here to support you. And we will continue to go anywhere at any time to support people who want to make better use of their time, right? And I am super excited that we can meet our commitment, because you guys have finished the program to dismiss the charges. That's the big part here, because we know that when we do things like that, when we afford rehabilitative opportunities, you guys go out into the workforce, you're better parents, you're better community members, and like I said, living that second chance that you can tell somebody else about, and you can be my, I'll call you my co-conspirator in telling the world that we should have good recovery supports right here in Cumberland County. Yeah. So I'm super proud of the three of you for what you're doing today, because you're going to be the first of many. Yes. I want to thank our public defender. I want to thank Melissa Niles and the whole recovery team here at Capital Recovery Center, because we know we got to stay in our lane and let the professionals do what they do. And when we work together, when we row together, we make our community better. And all three of you are living proof of that. So I'm super excited for you to come back and tell us all the good things that you're doing in the community. I'm hoping we keep this program on track, because I have to leave at 2 o'clock. My mom has a mass on her brain. Please pray for us. And we're going to get the doctor's report, but because of my faith, I know it's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. But I'm hoping to get to hear your stories and see you get your certificates today. So if I leave, it's not because, don't charge it to my heart, because I just have something else to do. I'm super excited for each one of you today. Thank you.
I didn't announce who I am. I'm the Community Justice Coordinator, and I serve at the pleasure of the prosecutor. And so one of the things that she was describing was this idea of pulling these partners together, and the Public Defender's Office is going to come up next and speak. And so I wanted you to know, in terms of the work that we're doing, it was one of those things as we started dreaming, and I said to the prosecutor and to our trial chief, Leslie, I said, hey, we should probably involve the Public Defender's Office. Like, how does that usually go? And she said, well, we're often on the other side of the aisles. That's typically what we do, but let's ask and let's see. And I will say this to Kim and your team, it has been an absolute pleasure. It has been a big surprise, honestly, where often we're in confrontation with each other, trying to figure out what's justice look like. But in this case, it was such a delight to be able to come together and work together. So I'm going to ask Kim to come up and say a few words about her experience with this whole process.
Thanks so much, Matt. I'm so excited to be here today, and I've thought a lot about what I was going to say to all of you, because it's about you, right? But I don't know that you fully understand the impact that you've all had on residents in this community and about people who are involved in the criminal justice system. You are paving the way for them, and it's an amazing thing. So first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to your families. Like Jen was talking about, we all come from families with substance abuse issues, or know someone at some point who has struggled with substance abuse. And it's not easy. Every day we see clients who are struggling with substance abuse and who, as a result of that, commit crimes, right? And I think that the internal struggle that you deal with when you're dealing with something like that is so much bigger than any court case or any of the struggles that you deal with in life. So to do what you have done and to be where you're sitting right now is monumental. It's amazing. And I just hope that you're so proud of yourselves, because I can tell you that I know that everyone in this room is so proud of you. So like I was talking about, and like Prosecutor Webb-McRae talked about, it's not often that we're in the same room agreeing to the same things. And here we are. And it's because of you, right? Because you took a chance. And someone from my office likely reached out to you and said, this is a great program. We're starting it up. We're doing it with the prosecutor's office. We really think that it's something that you should try. And I'm thankful that we've had this opportunity. And the investigators from my office are the ones that are out there and going into the community, sometimes within days of arrest, and asking if you want to participate in this program. And I'm really glad that you took a chance on it. And I really hope that when you leave here today, that you and your families understand that the impact that you've had on residents in Cumberland County. I reached out to my boss, who's the public defender for the state, and she had me explain the program to her 3 times because she said, I don't understand. Can you explain it to me? And I did. And she said, this is amazing. It's unlike anything I've heard in any other county. And so you're here and you're and you're, like I said, you're paving the way for residents in Cumberland County, but I hope that we can become a model for the state. So congratulations, and celebrate yourselves today and every day, and take every opportunity that's in front of you. And if there's ever anything that you need, my office is at the end of this block. You can call and ask for me, and I'll try to help you in any way I can. All right, congratulations.
And so, really, this is more for the benefit of everybody else in the room, that at one point you were facing charges with our office, which is why then we would be naturally on the opposite side of the aisle. But in case this wasn't clear to everybody, the charges that you were facing, they are officially dropped. Woo! Your accomplishment, your recovery means that you are facing the benefits of not only your personal recovery, which is the biggest thing that I think is what you want to be congratulating yourself for as you're kind to yourself, but also that you also have been beneficiaries of the criminal justice system no longer against you, but now you're actually able to celebrate that those are dismissed. Melissa Niles, who we've referenced a couple times, can't be with us today. So she actually has sent a message, so I'm going to call up Raina next, and she's going to read off that message, and then we're going to hear from you.
Hi everybody, my name's Raina. I'm one of the recovery coaches who has had the pleasure of working with these ladies. Like Matt said, Melissa Niles wasn't able to make it here today, so she asked us to read a message on her behalf. It says, dear graduates, congratulations. We are very proud of your accomplishment of completing the Freedom Plus program. Keep in mind, this is not the end. It is the beginning of an opportunity to live and enjoy life without the use of drugs, free from the bondage of active addiction. You never have to feel the way you did when you were using. I also want to give these ladies special recognition. Traditionally, women have always been underrepresented in treatment and recovery from addiction. The fact that this group is all women is phenomenal. You ladies are the hope. Today, you can hold your head up high and look others in the eye, knowing you are practicing integrity and have done what many never have the chance to experience, to live life twice in one lifetime. Wow. Recovery is an opportunity to transform the pain of addiction into a beautiful testimony that when we can and do recover through applying principles such as honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness to follow suggestions. Today, you don't have to be ashamed. You are an overcomer. Congratulations. And with that, I'd like to call up our first graduate, Christina. So Christina was actually my very first Freedom Plus participant. And as you all know, this has been kind of a learning curve for everybody. But her enthusiasm just made that learning curve so much easier. Like every suggestion that was given to her, she took and ran with it. You know, she was graduating Maryville and was like upset that she was graduating. Where most people are like, yeah. No, she was like, I'm gonna miss them. She came to the meetings here. She always did her check-ins with me. It's just been a real pleasure, like, doing this with you, because, like, you gave me hope in this program. You know what? No, seriously, you gave me hope in this program, and, like, you being the first person I got to work with and then standing here, well, not even a year later, you know, is really amazing. So, like, I am super proud of you.
Thank you.
And come up here with me. And you're getting your picture taken.
Oh.
Got it.
Yes, it is.
Let's come up and Kim. We're gonna get.
So I was remiss, I didn't mention Leslie Snock. She's our child chief, and she actually screens the cases and finds folks that are appropriate for the program.
Nice.
So thank you, Leslie.
I met Christina in court.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it takes a while to get a hold of folks sometimes.
Yeah.
So I met you in court.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to talk to you
Yep.
and you were excited then.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Yay.
Yeah.
to say anything?
I do, because honestly, I didn't think that the program was going to work when I first started. I wasn't really too open-minded about it at first. I thought, like, I'm just going to get my diploma, and then that was it, and I'll be back. But I was going through a lot of, like, things at the time. So being with, like, Maryville and, like, Raina and stuff, like, you know, I got to open up more and get more personal. And it actually helped me through my recovery and the grief that I was going through at the time, too, which is why I started my addiction. So now I feel a lot better. I still fight the grief a little bit, but I can handle it sober. I've been sober for a year now. So I can do that. And yeah, so like I even suggest this to other people who I know who are going through addiction still. I'm like, listen, I know it's tough, but it's a mental thing, and I promise you, they'll get you in the right mental space. Like, they're always open. You know, I even keep in contact with my counselor from Maryville. So if I'm going through anything, or even Raina, they're just a text away, and it does work. So I'm very happy for them. I'm grateful for them. Yeah, I really would.
All right.
I even asked Raina if they were hiring.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mike Williams, and to all the graduates, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, this literally is a job, but to me, it's a purpose. It's like I get up every day to help individuals to get on the same path, because for 22 years I struggled with crack cocaine and heroin, and I changed my life the last 15 years. So seeing y'all celebrate, it's a big deal, and I want people to applaud y'all. I want people to know when you were down, people said what they said about y'all. So when y'all on the other side, we need to clap and, you know, we need to let y'all know how big of a deal it is. So first person I want to call up is Miss Ashley. So let me tell you, Miss Ashley, she gave me a run for my money. You see, I was working in both buildings. I was working in the clinical side and the recovery side, and when she would come over there, they would call me like, you know, Mike, you got to come over. And I said, for what? They said, Ashley. So I would come over, and I would always, you can ask her, I always told her she can do it. You can make it. No matter how bad her day was or whatever she was going through, I would look her dead in her face and tell her, you got to have the faith that's in you. You can do it, because I'm sitting here and I'm the person that's going to encourage her. And she will always look like, yeah, I know, but I got to do this. And I used to always talk about, you can do it. You got this beautiful daughter. Never met a daughter until today, right? And I'm like, because she will always talk about her daughter. And I used to say, use whatever you have to do it. And to see her be the first person on the Freedom Plus as a Freedom Plus client to do what she did is just amazing. I mean, I'm so proud of you. I just want you to continue doing what you're doing. All right.
When I first met him, it was crazy. It was like, well, you gotta go to rehab. I was like, rehab? I cried in his office. I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. But now that I'm here, this is awesome. This is I've had so much clean in years. Just to experience it. I love just being with my family. This is the best experience I ever had.
Wow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yes. Come on. Tell them who you are.
I'm Dawn Eaton. I'm the clinical supervisor for First Step Clinic. And we were the pilot program. So when I met Ashley, Mike's right. Every day I Mike, Ashley. And I never gave up hope that Ashley could get to the other side.
That's right.
There's 1 in a million that make it, and that is a sad state of affairs. I've been doing this a long time, and I've watched more die than I've seen live. But her last day, I can't describe how she looked. There's a new life inside this girl. She can do as much as she needs to do. And I told her, I said, God's got you. And I said, He has a plan for you. And I said, I don't know what it's going to be, and I may not live to see it, but you will deliver. So let's applaud her.
It's that big of a deal because we know people we're losing every day, and to see them walking, and not only that, Mr. Matt, they want to be recovery coaches.
All right.
I told them, y'all definitely going through this. We're going to hook them up to get through the classes, because if they want to be recovery coaches, they can come here and I can move up.
3-4 times out.
Next, I want to call up Miss Nakiba. Oh man, listen, when I first met Miss Nakiba, I asked her, do you have a sister named Ashley? But they both, I used to have to come over there, first step for her too, but I used to always tell her the same thing in the office. You can do it. You can do it, Mike. I'm telling you, if you just focus on it, you can accomplish what you're trying to do. And then I would sit in the office and I would be writing up a report, and she telling me the words I'm trying to figure out. I said, how you know the words I'm trying to think? She said, yeah, you trying to write this dual diagnosis and all. I'm like, you need to be a coach. Because I was like, you're too smart to let all that knowledge and stuff that you already know what I'm thinking about typing, and you saying it out your mouth. If you know that much about your own condition, then you're supposed to use that type of knowledge to help somebody else. But Nakiba, she kept trying. She would go away or whatever, and she would try again. And that's all I always tell the clients and participants that I work with. If you get the opportunity to do it over, then you're here for a purpose. There's a reason why she got it, and I'm just proud and so glad that she finally took my words and said, you know what, I'm going to go away. You need to.
My urine is clean. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes.
No, it's not clean again.
But
I don't know why it's not clean. Because I haven't done it.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you need to go. Mike, I don't need to go. But your urine's not clean. I don't know why it's not clean. Well, I do. But it's awesome working with her. You know, she took what she needed to do. She applied it. The key of, we can give the people the information. We give them the information. It doesn't mean anything until they apply that information. So once she applied it, this is the end result. So we want to celebrate it.
I want to say thanks to Mike and Chuck, because they were there every day telling me that I could do it, even when I believed that I couldn't. And like he said, I didn't need to go anywhere. I don't know what the problem was with them, but I didn't have a problem. They had the problem with me. I didn't have a problem. But I ended up going, and it was the best thing I ever did. Yeah. Because towards the end of it, it had a hold on me that I didn't want. You know what I mean? I didn't want that at all. So going away, I did 6 months in rehab, 5 months in the halfway house, and I feel better than I ever.
Yes.
I don't like and Chuck that. So and you guys still.
Oh yeah, I want to thank Chuck too. Love you, Chuck.
Chuck.
Is it taking all of us to work together? So everybody played their different roles, and like the prosecutor was saying, if you allow somebody to function in where they're expert at, let them flow like that. It don't have to be me. We're a team. We're a team. If they don't listen to Chuck, if they listen to me, that's all right. If they don't listen to me and they listen to Miss Dawn, that's all right, because we're all one team. Because the ultimate goal is to see you live. Right. So let's get this picture from Miss Nakiba. And also, Nakiba want to be a recovery coach too. All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna call this a prosecutor point of privilege to get back up here and just say, but I want to ask just one thing. If you would just tell the story, because you know, I was a public defender and I was a pretty good criminal defense attorney, but when I became prosecutor, people wouldn't even look me in my eye anymore because there was a distrust of the system, right? And all I want people to know is we're not trying to set people up. We believe in science. We believe in medication-assisted treatment. We know that sometimes people stumble before, you know, they get success. So please just tell the story that we mean what we say, and we want to help people get into recovery, and we're not going to set you up, because you're telling other people that is the best advertisement for this program, and we can save lives and, like I said, enrich our community. So that's my last request. Thank you.
So that is the bulk of what we wanted to say. Really, and again, you've heard us say it 1,000 times, but it really was your work, and we were here to support you. And so your success is our success, and that's what we're cheering. No good celebration would be real without food, so we got lunch, and so we're going to spend the rest of the time really just enjoying being with each other. Please say congratulations to our graduates and talk with them. I love that charge to tell your story, and we will be relying on you as we get others that are coming through the program. We're going to want to have your stories as part of that inspiration for them. We do want to end with a group photo, so I'm going to move this podium, and if we can get all three of you to come up, and then anybody else that wants to be part of the photos, if you can use this space. Let's wheel it over there. But yeah, either way, wherever you want to go. So if you want to get a group photo or individual photos with your family, please use the backdrop. But that's the end of what we had to say. Now let's just enjoy being together. On up here, we'll get a group photo here.
That's perfect.
And then the family, if y'all want to take pictures up here after we done, y'all can too.
We should have asked the family, did they have any comments? Because I know personally in my family, you don't go through addiction alone. The family says
That's true. You want to say something? Yeah.
Is this just a Cumberland? We should have brought that statewide.
This is just a Cumberland County program, but we do talk about it. We do talk about it at the state.
Unfortunately, our loved ones don't stay in Cumberland County and do things.
We were blessed to get a grant, but we were just talking about that. Like, we hope it gets recognition. We want to do something that in front end.
Nice. Does anybody else want to say something?
Anybody else want to say something? Your daughter, your mom? You do?
So my mom has always been there, but when she went to rehab, every night I would continuously pray about my mom. She would be, cause my mom was my thing. I was like, I'll come home, I want to see my mom. I don't want to see nobody else. My mom, my structure in life. I love my mom.
I would just like to say, I am so proud of my daughter. It's been some rough years, but I always kept the faith. We were grown up my mother was a minister. So I always told her, you still don't need a personal relationship with God to get through it. Because this life its own has its stumbles and bounds and bumps and bruises in. But I'm proud of her because she stuck with it this time. It was bumpy the last year, but I knew she could do it. And she did it because she knows she could do it. And she wants to be there for her daughter. And I'm just really proud of her that she made it this time. And I'm still going to keep the faith that she's going to keep it. Because you can do all things through Christ.
Strengthens us.
Right. All things.
Anybody else who wants a group photo all the way?
Dawn, Chuck.
Chuck and Mike. Okay, go on.
Why don't we get everybody who wants to come on, everybody, and then
Yeah, come on.
we'll get one big one, and then Chuck, you can stay.
It's a big deal. You know how hard it is to be Chuck Klein. He's gonna make sure you do what he's supposed to. Go ahead, Miss Dawn. Yeah.
Love it.
Anybody else who wants to?
I'm sorry.
Come on,
Mike, watch it. Watch it. Ashley, get in the picture. Ashley.
I want Raina,
Carl,
and
Craig.
Come on.
Hey, all right. Come on, man.
Come on, Mike.
Come on.
I need my recovery.
John and Chuck.
Recovery people.
Let's get one big one.
Get in, Miss Dawn.
Yeah, all the good people. You too. Come on.
You
Let's
get in
go.
the picture.
You were there. We did group together.
Come on, Nancy.
I'm coming.
You got Nancy? It's a big deal. We supposed to celebrate it. Congratulations. You get it? Yeah. You want me to get something?
Mike, are there any instructions for eating?
No. Yolanda, any instructions for eating? No.
As much as you can.
Eat as much as you can. That's a good instruction. Good work.